The iPhone 17 Pro has been out for more than a couple weeks now, and for some users, it's gonna be worth the upgrade, and for others, it's not. So stay tuned and let me tell you which people are actually gonna benefit from this update and upgrade. Well, I ended up jumping into the iPhone 17 Pro, and I ended up getting an orange. As you can see, orange is a brand new color that iPhone has never released, and that's why I decided to get it. I'm usually a person that gets silver or a gray, and I usually put a case on it. But this time around, I decided to just kind of get something new and get something that's never been released or even thought about. So I'm excited that I got this orange, but I do want to share, this orange is not what it looks like on most videos. On even Apple's commercial, the orange is different than what it looks like in person. A lot of people color grade their videos. Apple did that. Even their box, when you look at the box, the orange is slightly different than what you actually have. I believe that the orange is a little darker when it comes to the aluminum part, and right here where the battery, this two-tone, this is a lot lighter, but it looks sleek. Don't let that deter you from it if you're planning on upgrading. I think those two colors right there put together look phenomenal and great, and I'm pretty sure it looks great on the blue and the silver as well, so think about that. Okay, so you hear a lot of hype and a lot of criticism on the price point. Yes, sounds like you're going backwards with aluminum and actually having to pay more. So we got to think about tariffs and all the economic things that are happening to make prices go up. And aluminum is a cheaper material. So you're probably curious, like, why am I paying more for something that is going backwards? But in reality, having this phone, I'm a huge proponent of having some sort of battery pack or backup battery, like an Anchor, and putting it on the phone. And when I had the iPhone 16, that thing got really hot. Now that I have the iPhone 17, this phone is actually handling that battery pack much better. It's not getting nowhere near as hot. And when it used to get that hot, I was actually a little worried that I was damaging the phone and worried that it could maybe overheat it and have it shut down. So it's not happening. So iPhone, again, thinking ahead, thinking future, and that's something that we're never ever thinking about or stepping into their shoes. Like, okay, like why are they going backwards? In reality, those kind of things help a lot. Another thing that I want to share is the iPhone 16 Pro. When you spent the money on that, it did feel like you're getting a bang for your buck, okay? It's like gold or silver. So when you buy a piece of gold or you buy a piece of silver, the smallest piece has so much weight and density to it that it feels like you're buying something of quality. And that's one thing I do miss about the iPhone 16 Pro. However, having a lighter phone or something that's much lighter is also something that just kind of went over my head and didn't realize that it was going to be so nice to have. And the iPhone 17 Pro, you do feel it, and you can definitely tell the difference when you're having it in your hand or even slipping in your pocket. And that's one thing I like about that. So keep that in mind. Are you going to feel much of a difference coming from a 16? I don't think so. Are you going to feel much of a difference coming from a 15? Depends on which 15 you have. If you have a 15 Pro Max, I think it still competes very well with the 17 Pro. Even a 17 and Air competes very well. But if you have anything below that, I think it could be time for an upgrade. I think the camera on this phone is hard to beat. That 8x zoom, if you're a huge camera person or videographer, this phone can actually handle pretty good video. So I like doing that on my spare time. I'm gonna show you here a couple photos. And I think the stability on this phone has upgraded big time, especially coming from a 15 Pro. And you can see a huge significant difference coming from a 16. But if you don't care about photo or video, then again, you should consider is it even worth your uptime, your money, and your upgrade? Probably not. However, you're wondering, is it much faster in speed? Is it much faster, like the screen and navigating through the apps? I think not much. I think most people actually feel the biggest difference in an iPhone with an iOS upgrade, and everybody usually gets those. So if you're thinking you're gonna get something new and it's gonna feel completely different, probably not. So I want you to consider that before you spend the bucks. They say wait typically 3 iPhones before you feel a huge difference in speed and things. And by that time, the iOS update can actually handle a lot of the things that you want. I don't think this button alone here on the side is actually even worth it. I don't even use it and I forget it's there, but for some people, they set a certain app to open when they push that button. So if you're into that and a button's worth an upgrade and spending that much money, then go for it. But other than that, the iPhone is great. I wanna hype it up and I wanna give you all the true thoughts that are going through my head on if it's actually worth it. But I also wanna be transparent and just kind of save you some time and money and let you know that it's not for everyone. But I'm gonna show you a couple pictures of the iPhones lined up together. I have a 17, 16, and a 15. And it's just so unique watching this lineup just change from glass to titanium to aluminum. And I think it's pretty cool to just share. Well, I wanna thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Christian, and I'm so thankful that you're stopping by. For those who already watch, forgive me for not posting in a while. I've been super busy traveling and my kids started soccer, so thank you so much. And hopefully you liked this video and you learned something from it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.